Crap, where's the microphone? Microphone? Where are you? Oh, hi there. Hi, microphone. How are you? Oh, microphone. Oh, how I love a microphone. Alright, and I'm all tangled up here. Hold on, gotta move this over here, move this there, and put this over here, and, oh, better move that. That's gonna spill everywhere. Cup of jizz. I mean, soup. Cup of soup. Yes. Hold on. I'm just untangling my... Here, why don't I let you guys see what I'm doing? Hi, how are you? Hold on, I just have to untangle a little bit here. And around there, and under, over, and through. Around and around and around and around. Over, under, through. Around and around and around and around. Over, under, through. What has Rosie done with my desk tripod here? There we go. She was sending funny pictures of herself to her Oma and Opa and just completely messed up my desk tripod in the process. Alright, let's get the boys in here. Hey, boys!
Hello.
Hello. I should be right back.
How's it going?
Bye.
Bye, Cass. It's good having you here.
Maybe if you don't take 40 freaking minutes to take a shower.
Hey, don't even give him shit for that. I take longer.
It was glorious. I showered, I shaved, I cleaned my butthole, I removed lice from my hair. It was wonderful.
Yay!
What?
Deloused.
Really?
So, okay, get this. As some of you may know, or I can't remember if I mentioned it here or not, but a few weeks back, Rosie got head lice.
I had no idea.
Okay, well, she got head lice. Apparently from one of her classmates who sat next to her, and she said, yeah, she has lice, and I'm pretty sure I got it from her. I'm like, okay. So, I didn't find out about it until after she went back to her mother's, and her mother sends me a message. By the way, I'd like to thank you for sending Rosie home with lice. I'm like, what? So,
oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, so that was nice. So, anyway, so they took care of it, and I got a lice kit, and just went like crazy cleaning up all the bedding and the clothes and everything.
The worst.
And it's just so annoying because it's like you think you get rid of them, and then you didn't get rid of them.
Missed a spot.
Yeah, you missed a spot, and they just bred like motherfuckers, and now they're all in your hair again.
Worst. Hate it.
So anyway, so how does the school deal with it? We find out just yesterday. We got an email from the school. Oh, by the way, there's been a couple cases of lice reported at the school, so if you could check your kids' heads for lice, that'd be great. Thanks. What? Okay, I remember when I was in school, if there was like even the slightest suggestion there might be lice, everything would shut down. They would bring in a nurse and line up all the kids and check every single one of them. If anyone had lice, they would take them to the fucking back room and scrub the shit out of their hair with medicated shampoo. Like,
they can't do that anymore.
It was a big deal. So now
they made a joke out of that in an episode.
But they can't do that because people will sue because kids have allergies and all sorts of other shit.
Bullshit world we live in now.
Yeah,
so now they send you a courteous email letting you know. Great.
Oh, thanks. That's
okay. I guess that school will always have lice then. So anyway,
yeah, someone's not taking care of the fucking kid.
Yeah, so Annetta and her husband got a kit and got her all taken care of. I got a kit, got me all taken care of. Rose came back and got lice again.
Fuck.
Yeah. So I get a message from Annetta like, what do you mean she has lice again? Like, I checked her like constantly while she was here. and asked her, "It's like, are you itchy at all? Are you okay? Like, is everything cool?" Because she knows what it feels like now. She's had them before, so. And she said, "No, I'm fine." And then even whenever she would have a shower and I would have a shower, just to be on the safe side, we would use the medicated shampoo, like every single time.
Every single time. Yep.
And it's like, we're gonna make sure. So then she goes back, and then the day after, we get this notice from the school. "Oh yeah, there's lice." And then Annetta says, "By the way, Rose has lice again." I'm like, "What the fucking fuck? Are you serious?" Like, I checked her every day. She was fine. I was fine. And yeah, I said she must have caught it from that kid at school again with apparently filthy hair. So yeah, good times.
Well, regular shampoo won't get rid of it. So even if they got lice and even if they were taking showers, they didn't know where they had lice. They're not taking the right medication.
No, it needs to be the special shampoo. And apparently tea tree oil is really good, like as a sort of natural repellent to them. They don't like that, so mix that in with your shampoo. Apparently. Is a good thing.
You know
to
what the hilarious thing is? Lice hate dirty hair.
Oh, the irony.
Oh yeah, because they like the hair environment, but they like the free mobility of clean hair. So if your hair is greasy and stuff like that, it's harder to move for them. They can't lay eggs. A lot of that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you're just dirty as fuck and greasy as hell, you'll probably be the only person that doesn't have lice.
There you go. An argument in favor of never cleaning your hair again, ladies and gentlemen.
You'll get don't do that. So
you'll get other worse, bigger things.
Oh yeah, lice will be the least of your problems.
Yeah. It's like, cockroach head. They love it.
Yes.
Parasites.
Parasites
is a big problem.
This is not an excuse to live like Pigpen.
Yeah. I mean, there's things that creepy crawlies that live on you normally. You don't need to add to that. You've already got quite a colony on your body.
Yep.
I like the ones that live in the hair follicles of your eyelashes. And everybody has them. Nobody doesn't have them. We all have them. They're living there right now. And
while you bugs on your eyelashes right now.
While you're awake, they just kind of cozy up in the follicles and go to sleep. While you sleep, however, they basically crawl around, shitting and fucking all over your face.
So
you want to know what those eye crusties are when you wake up? Oh, it's not eye boogers.
It's jizz.
It's jizz and shit.
Fun fact: if you didn't know this, the words.
Try again.
Foot fungus, athlete's foot, is basically really closely related to the gut, your stomach, and intestines.
That what? What was it? It was
athlete's foot is really closely related to the same stuff that's in your gut biome.
Weird.
Right? So weird.
Bernard says, "Stop it! I don't want to think of myself as a petri dish of bug cum."
But you are. You are a bug orgy. You're not a bug orgy. You are.
If you don't want
orgy.
If you just don't want to sleep at all, go ahead and research how many spiders come in and out of your orifices at night.
That's not a real study. Anyway.
Silly. But, it's kind of like a symbiosis type of thing. You know, like how certain animals will have, in the ocean, certain animals like a shark will have like fish cleaning it off. Certain sharks.
D Large goes, "Aren't you glad you woke up, Verminart?"
Well, it's like it's like you have skin flora on your hands, which is why you shouldn't use disinfectant or soap all the time, because it will kill the skin flora on your hands.
There are two things related to the eating spiders in your sleep thing that I've always found incredibly funny. Let me just find them here real quick.
I'm pretty sure that has been proved to be a myth, though. They don't actually.
I'm sure it is a myth.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's one of those urban legend things.
Yeah, garbage is parade, but
but for those,
it's one of those. I'm pretty sure there's no research on it, but I can guarantee you that it has happened.
But for those, who take comfort in believing that such horrors of your nighttime life are true, I give you this little comic strip here that I thought was pretty funny.
Spiders don't like wet places that don't want to climb in your mouth. That's really what it boils down to.
It is. I heard that humans eat a bunch of spiders in their sleep. That's stupid. You're stupid. Snatch. Nom 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 nom.
Holy shit!
The other one that I really liked was this one, which just takes the horror and makes it more horror. You've probably heard the rumor. While we sleep, we swallow as many as 8 spiders a year. But it's not true. That number is way off. 8 per year? Try 8 per night. At least 8. Spiders love warm, moist places. They are in your mouth as you sleep. Dozens of spiders. Don't be misinformed.
No.
That's just terrible.
Brilliant.
Terrible. They actually like dry, dark places.
Terrified
That's
and
right,
traumatized every single viewer in the span of 3 minutes.
Wow, we're off to
Off to a great
So you
start.
got bugs fucking all over your face all night, on top of spiders just like having a party in your mouth.
Freaking Mardi Gras in your mouth.
And you probably also have lice. So there you go.
Is your skin crawling
Welcome to the show.
And you wonder where we get the term skin crawling.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, if everyone feels a little itchy all of a sudden, you're welcome. Oh God, get them off me! One thing I will say, though, in all truthfulness, do not ever do a Google image search for lice. You will see things that no human should ever see.
You speak as if you know from experience.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I heard from a guy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and Cass
Sure.
comes
Cass-
back right after
Cass-
we finish the spider discussion.
You are.
Damn it.
You lucked out hard. More.
Oh my god, I forgot Cass is here. I'm so glad you missed that.
Yeah.
No joke.
I would advise
Do not watch.
do not go back and watch what we just
Do not.
spent the
Watch
last 20
everything.
minutes
You
talking
missed a lot of
about.
important stuff.
Spiders. Don't.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I just saw some of the Twitch comments, and I'd like to eat my dinner.
So many spiders.
And bugs fucking on your mouth.
So,
Lightly salted.
lightly salted spiders.
That's right.
You can really taste the crunchiness.
Now,
And they're soft and chewy inside.
fuck! I'm eating potatoes. Stop it.
I'm eating potatoes. Stop it.
I'm also eating potatoes. What a coincidence.
Stays crunchy, even in milk.
Oh, God.
I'm not hungry.
I'm gonna drink my raisin.
Wait, you actually have a fridge right beside your
He does.
Yes, I
For
do.
like 2
That's
years
pretty
now.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
That's
awesome.
how infrequently you've been coming.
Yeah, I know. He actually on an episode last night he had it as a pickup actually.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Like 2 years ago.
And he picked it up like this.
See? Fridge!
He did.
Oh,
Dude,
my
actually,
nuts.
the door swung open and some shit, and we all laughed.
So this is Mexican cola,
Oh,
Nice.
and it's made in the U.S.
Of course it is.
It
This
says
tastes like-
made. This is
Tastes
made
real
in
sugar
USA.
Coke, right?
Say what?
This tastes like real sugar Coke, right?
No, this is actually Maine Root soda.
I
Oh, okay.
think
Um,
I had something like that. I can't
Mexican
remember.
cola ingredients: carbonated pure water, not pure carbonated water. Fair trade certified organic cane sugar. That's it's got spiced caffeine. And,
Okay.
whatever spiced caffeine is, and phosphoric acid. Soda.
Sounds delicious. I think I might have had that before. It's kind
Made
of like
under the
sort of
authority of-
spicy cola, isn't it? It's got a bit of a bite to it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
That's made in Berwick, Maine.
Just reading back to the comments here, Worm Disease says, so Zarin Isaac, I should have had the Peter Capaldi years yesterday. I waited pretty much all day and no knock on my door. I checked my Amazon order status and learned that they had attempted delivery 2 hours before I had checked. I was pissed and called up UPS. They told me to wait again until Monday. I don't know why they didn't come into my building and just knock on my door. Sigh. I feel your pain. There have been
I thought you were shirtless.
many deliveries that I have been here for and wonder why I got no notice.
I mentioned that I thought he looked shirtless and he left.
Okay.
So
he came and went so fast I didn't even see him.
He might come back without a shirt.
Oh, God!
Oh my God!
What the hell?
Carbonated water.
Good one.
Oh my God, I am just soaked.
I caught it on the stream.
Took a live bath on stream. Oh God, it's happening. Yes.
Oh.
That was perfect. You shot like straight.
Someone should clip that. Justin can't do it. Someone clip
Yes,
that.
clip that. Clip it. Oh my God.
Justin normally clips things, but he's currently soaked. And shirtless Pluto is back.
There he is. Look at that milky
Pluto, are
white
you shirtless?
skin. He's not shirtless.
No,
he's
he's not.
got
He
a
has a
wife beater on because he's from Alabama.
He's from Bama.
That's right.
Have drink a man I call Pat Blue Ribbon.
Not as
Wow.
well.
You were living the redneck life today. That's
But
awesome.
they could
Living the
be.
dream.
Hint, 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 perhaps.
You're gonna make it there, Stout?
Yeah.
But I
like-
would.
I like how you
It'll be
purposely
wet,
turned
but I'll be
sideways for
fine.
that one there, Zach. you did the glamour shot. You just went.
What is blinking down there?
My mother.
It's probably your PS3.
He's getting distracted again, folks. He's
Literally by a
No.
blinking light.
In the awkward camera, you can see the reflection in the awkward camera.
Yeah, you see the blinking by the
It's your
Kinder.
computer, dude. Something in your computer blinks.
I'm trying to see what's down. Oh, it's it's one of my external hard drives.
There you go.
It's just down there and
Blinking away.
It's parked though, like it's not doing anything.
I like how it's next to
It's an
what
LED light,
like
dude.
the core of a Kinder egg.
Yes.
It's just laying on your floor.
That,
Just discarded.
Beautiful.
that
Sad.
thing that you can't get inside a chocolate egg in the U.S. apparently.
Nope, it's right next to it inside the package. You should pick that up and draw an unhappy face on it.
Actually,
Happy face on.
you know what is sold now in the U.S. has officially become legal?
Ah,
Kinder Joys.
What are Kinder Joys?
what is that?
Kinder Joys are Kinder eggs, except it's you open them and you split them in half. One side has all the chocolate and stuff in it, and the other side has the toy.
Weird.
Okay.
So almost a Kinder egg.
Well, I know
But
we get
not
the
quite.
Jumbo Kinder eggs because they're big and no one's gonna fucking eat the.
You can't choke on one of those.
Yeah, the toy's the size of a fist. It's not gonna happen.
There you go, Duncan.
There
Kinder
you
Joy is
go.
bullshit. My girlfriend says.
He clipped
Feel
it
like you got the clip.
as I like bubbles in my shower.
My girlfriend has very strong opinions about Kinder Joy and that they are bullshit.
Yep, I've seen the
Yes.
commercial.
And I just realized I don't want to know what that guy's doing.
I like bubbles in my shower. I gotta open that.
He looks like he's either enjoying himself or dead.
Oh, God. Alright, hold on. Did it clip it right? Oh, it missed. It didn't actually capture it exploding. But I will post this over here.
No, he got it.
No, it's on me when it explodes, I thought.
It is.
No, yeah.
It wasn't on the big one. I
It wasn't
switched
on
to
the
him
big.
for the aftermath.
Yeah. No, but if you go watch the look at his little spot, you could still see it
I
very
pinned it
clearly.
for all eternity. Or until the clip goes away, I guess.
Really, Sean? Really?
Really?
I saw it there in the search. I just wanted to share the joy and fun.
So my my conclusion on this main route Mexican cola,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like a sugary, like fizzy iced tea. It's really weird.
I'm going to review my water. This is
Apparently-
a glass of water.
Okay.
Mmm.
Apparently,
Tastes like
And
water.
it's not from Flint, Michigan?
apparently Kinder Joys were so bad that her kid wouldn't even eat them. She just spit them out. There's that.
There
No,
was
I-
not
I-
more of
I
an
don't-
explosion, Duncan. It was just he was on the little cam
This?
Yeah.
That's
I
so
will
stupid.
Nothing you can do about it.
It's
It's just
very busy when you shake it up, and it explodes when you open it.
Okay.
Apparently.
and it wasn't his fault that Google just didn't pick it up because I was talking and then it happened.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
It-
got
So-
like a-
This is best served
Just
cold, and
the
it's the
way it
best of the
happened.
cheap mass-produced shit.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
because
this
well,
tastes-
I think
this tastes
it's
like Arizona.
because he screamed after it happened.
Yeah.
How
He's-
dare I not scream before
He
I know
screamed
that
like
it's
a
gonna
beta.
I know, right?
Something about to occur. Like a
I wish you would have
What is
started
that?
talking
Okay.
and then it happened. That was-
Okay, I have a question.
beta.
Such a beta, the way he opened his pop.
Is that a new thing?
I think it's just another.
No, that's
it's
been around for a while, actually.
apparently been around for a
Stop
while.
trying to make beta happen. It's not going to happen.
That was
See-
even more popular before cuck was
Oh,
popular.
beta. Oh,
Really?
so
Okay.
I got Sean got my reference.
look, beta,
Yes.
betas and cucks are not the same thing.
No.
A cuck likes to see his partner, their partner, I should say. You can be a cuck and a woman.
Yeah.
As there's actually a term for it, and I can't remember. It's silly. It's a weirder, even.
Those are the best porn.
Okay.
No. It's a silly, unrelated term. It doesn't sound like something too related, but it is, and it's silly.
Weird.
It sounds awesome, and I can't remember what it is. But
All right. Well,
I looked it
will-
up at one point. Just Google it, female cuck, and
Okay.
it'll tell you. Anyway, it's cuck queen. It's cuck queen. I remember it now.
Cuck queen. Yes, that's right.
Cuck
Okay, yeah,
queen.
I know that term.
Anyway,
I've heard of it.
now not every cuck is a beta because lots of alpha men get off in the shame and all that shit.
Yeah, it's like a humiliation thing.
Yeah. Or the loss of power is a real big thing for them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
My
no.
wondering is just because I've noticed it the last like week or so. People
Beta is a more submissive person. That's what I think.
they're just saying, "Oh, how beta of you! Oh, you're such a beta." I'm like,
Yeah.
It means you're
"What the
submissive
fuck is this?"
compared to someone who's
So
more
it's-
aggressive.
so it's just generally submissive.
See, they're trying to shame you because you're not a manly man with muscle.
Because you're not an alpha. You're not an alpha male.
No, it's bullshit. Look, alpha, beta, it's all bullshit terminology. My point is,
Oh yeah,
it's because you're not one type of person that they want you to be. So, and they're
They-
probably not either, by the way.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You're not a mid-child, so you're a
Societal
beta.
norms.
The what?
You're not a MGTOW, you're just a beta.
Oh,
I'm
whatever.
saying it's because you don't fit into the societal norms.
I'm
It's
not
the
a
same thing
beta.
as when-
I'm a VHS.
It's the same thing as when
The joke. It's so funny, right?
That is a joke.
It's funny because Betamax type of home video entertainment. Oh.
That's like if you
There you go.
Oh. We're so offended.
Thanks, Flawed. Yeah,
Anyway.
thanks, Flawed. That was the joke.
The only person who would be insulted by being called a cuck or a beta is an insecure person or
Yeah.
someone who has anxiety about it, right?
Yeah.
So, and the only people who call you a cuck beta are either shitheads who have no fucking brain cells rubbed together or
they're bullies.
beta cucks.
Correct.
Yeah.
Those are the only people who call other people betas.
Kind of like
Yeah.
the people that
Bad people, really.
bash gay people. They're probably
Yeah. Well, listen.
Brigade
what I was
themselves.
saying-
Oh, how many
What I was trying to
politicians
say-
hate gay people turn out to be gay? How
Yeah.
many? How
Oh, I
many does
know.
that have to happen before you realize you hate gay people because you're fucking gay?
Yeah. Not able to deal with it.
Just deal with
Deal
it.
with
Just
your
put
own
the fucking cock or pussy in your
insecurities.
mouth and go to
To
town and have
externalize it.
fun. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Just,
It's okay to be gay, bi, whatever you want to be.
just love the cock. You know you wanna.
oh, what a
Stop
lovely tea
pretending to
party.
be someone else and be yourself. Period. That's it. That's the only freedom in the world, is to be yourself here. The only country you can do that without reprisal, for the most part. You
I like how
know?
we put in for the most part.
Yeah,
was-
because there's always the,
Actually, now that I think about it, scratch all that.
What I'm saying is, just if you
Forget
like,
everything I just said in the past 10 minutes.
if you're a dude, you like to wear women's clothing and get fucking boned or bone chicks or whatever you want to do, just do it. Just be your fucking self. Just fucking do it.
Whatever
The fucking
floats your
internet
boat.
exists. You can go meet up with other people who are just like you, who aren't gonna fucking out you because guess what? They're probably just as dealing with the same bullshit you are. And just find
That's
those people
right.
and have happy, fun sex with those people.
What
Marry
it
those
boils down to is just learn to love yourself. for
find
who you
someone.
are.
Find someone who accepts your fucking kink, and fucking be happy. If they can't accept your fucking kink, move the fuck on.
Yeah.
You have to.
I wanted
you cannot
to
be yourself.
there
You
was
are restricted
no...
in any way and can't be yourself. Then there's no fucking point in being there. Sorry, I took a lot of. I had Keith, lots of Keiths. I'm gonna be ranty. Sorry. Anyway.
Okay. Awesome.
Be your fucking self.
Be yourself. Love yourself. Fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I got sex to get right now.
At least once a day.
Absolutely.
So what I was
self-love,
trying to say is that the same people who use these terms, it's very similar to when we were kids and it was not acceptable to be geeks or nerds.
Yeah.
But now it is acceptable to be geeks and nerds.
I see.
Well, all the motherfucking world.
Even though it's acceptable to be geeks and nerds now, there's still people out there who don't want you to be yourself.
Yes.
And they will use terms like that to try and bring you down.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was stuff like people calling you gay. Now it's stuff like people calling you a cuck or
a beta.
Yeah, I got called a faggot a lot.
Because you're not manly
But
enough.
here's the thing. Anybody who's trying to demean you is trying to make up for a shortcoming in their own self.
Yep.
Correct.
Projecting
That
on
is correct.
It is 100% always. If you bully someone, it's a projection of your own self-worth upon someone else.
Yep.
That's why those people who know that just feel really sorry for you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's the thing.
And when bad things happen to you, we just fucking laugh. Because it's your own fucking fault.
Because you brought it on yourself.
That's right.
Yeah, I saw something. I saw one today from a troll who called me a beta. And but I saw something that I haven't seen in a long time, so I just wanted to readdress that if there's any lingering confusion with any of you out there. I think some people seem to be a little wary about presenting an opinion on something that is opposed to my personal opinion on something. So, for example, when I did
Trump is excellent.
Get out!
Nazi!
So, for example, when I posted just a brief Facebook post about The Last Jedi on my Facebook fan page, and basically just to say, hey, I finally saw The Last Jedi, and I liked it. I don't see what all the complaining is about. And as expected, I got a variety of responses, because I know it's a very polarizing film. But then there was this one in particular that came on that basically just started hurling insults at me, calling me a beta, calling me a contrarian, and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, neither of those things are true, but whatever. But essentially just being a dick. So I was like, you know what? And then he also left some other comments on some of my other posts, like the one that basically condemned him, for me personally, was I posted the obituary of Stephen Bochco, who passed away recently. And of course, he was quite a major person in the television history. Changed the face of television, in particular cop dramas and such.
Yeah, like, let's not understate the fact that he really did change the fucking faces of television.
He really did. He was one of the guys who is responsible for TV being the way it is now. You know,
a lot of things, the way they are, the way the seasons are laid out. Anyway,
yeah, that was a big part of his contribution to the history of television. So, and he made Hill Street Blues and NYPD Blue, which are two of my all-time favorite cop dramas. So
CSI wouldn't exist without either of those shows. Let me tell you right now.
Yeah. So anyway, big major player. So of course I posted his obituary and an RIP. So this guy posted a GIF comment on the reply saying, "No one cares." And I was like, wow, that is really cold, and you're just being a dick now. So I blocked him. So then a few hours later, some other guy shows up and is like, yeah, you only block people when they don't agree with you. So I'm pretty sure it was the same guy. And then he started calling me a beta, and he basically using all the same terminology as this other guy. So like, sock puppet account much? So basically, I blocked him, because he was also just being a dick. But here's the thing. I've seen this before, where people say that I just, blindly block people simply for not agreeing with my opinion. That is wrong. Because if you look at that Star Wars post, for example, there's a lot of people who posted differing opinions. None of them are blocked. You know why they're not blocked? Because they presented their opinion in a civilized way.
Not like
Simple
a turd.
as that. When you come on and fine, you have a differing opinion, great. State it. I'm all ears. You know? But when you come on and just your comment is nothing but insults and douchebaggery, then yes, I will block you. So no, Mr. Troll, sir, I did not block you, nor have I blocked anybody in the past for simply having another opinion from mine. I blocked you for being a dick. Thank you very much.
Now, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna point out the person's name, no. But I would like to say that Montgomery County Swim League, you know, motherfucker, you're not so anonymous as you think you are. Anyway, the first one he posted real account, and the other one is his puppet. Is what I'm guessing.
I think it's the other way around.
Well, that other one gave me a hit of a real person. The other one did.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well,
that one's really common and hard to suss out.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting.
The other one's a really, really uncommon name, oddly enough. There's only one person in the entire fucking United States with that name. And when you type his name in, there's only a few hits. Some of them are posts on your thing.
So basically, a really stupid troll who didn't even think to use a fake name.
I think he's a kid.
And has a really uncommon, easy-to-trace name. Good job. Way to think that through.
I would say he's probably in teens or early 20s at the latest.
Yeah.
He's probably an angry young man who thinks the world's against him. Very hurt, and he doesn't understand why.
Yep.
And that's just, you know, he's got to figure himself out.
There was definitely a lot of hostility. And
I was like that when I was his age, so
hostility and just spouting rhetoric. There was no real comment being made.
Things aren't going the way he thought they would be in life, and so he's very angry with the course of his life, and he's unhappy, and he doesn't know how to change his life. He doesn't know why everyone keeps bailing on him. It's because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
And he has shitty opinions, and not even that he has shitty opinions, because it's that he has opinions formed in a way that make everyone feel uncomfortable engaging him in discussion, because he always makes them feel annoyed or angry or hurt by his comments, and he doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
But it's okay. He just needs to get some life in him, and you'll figure it out.
Some life experience.
Most people come around. Most people figure it out, and they figure out what they're doing wrong, and they get better. So
yeah. They look back and realize what a dick they were in their younger years.
And they feel bad about it, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then they'll go to sleep at and go, oh, that one time in high school, I was a douchebag at that moment. Like, you know, you just remember the dumbest shit. I hope I didn't fuck that person's life up. Oh nope, they've got kids, they're happy, never mind. All right, I'm good. Whew. Anyway, so yeah. I that person, just block them, because
I did.
You can't fix them. They need to get fixed by themselves.
Yep, no, they are broken, sad people.
Yeah,
who are just screaming at the moon.
Took me a long time to figure out constructive criticism, to be fair. So.
Yeah,
in actual news.
Very simple rule: just don't be a dick, and you won't get blocked. That's what it boils down to for me, folks. So
I tried to clip it, but I just missed
all
it.
I ask.
When you started saying your thing and you're like, finger. I very nearly spat out the big glug of water I'd just taken, and nobody seemed to notice. I was sitting here drinking, and then I was just like. So we'll have to find that, I guess, when it goes up on YouTube.
Hey, worm disease loves news. I have news.
Yes.
It's not good news, though. It's kind of annoying news. So, some of us here are aware of the fact that Terry Gilliam has been trying to make a movie about Don Quixote for, 20, 25 years now, something like that. Oh, and Skinslip walks away. He's one of the people who might have been aware of it. He's been trying to make this movie for so long that they made a documentary about all of his failed attempts to make this movie. There's a documentary about the failed attempts to make a movie. You understand that? And the documentary is 15 years old now, if not older. So that's how long that's been happening. So finally, Netflix gets together with another guy, I guess, who said he was going to put up the money to produce the film, and it's looking like it's finally going to get produced. Sweet. And then we start hearing about a year or two later, we start hearing about how like it's in production and it's being shot and everything. We're like, oh, I don't know, something's going to happen. Something's going to fuck this up. And then we find out that it's like it has been shot. Everything's done. It's ready to go. They're just getting ready to put it on Netflix or something like that. And it's like, oh, yes, finally, it's actually made. They finished the movie.
Yes.
I can't believe after all this time, they finished the movie.
Yep.
And then...
Oh, this son of a bitch.
The guy who said he was going to... Yes, the guy who said he was going to produce the film, who's going to put up the money to produce the film, comes up...
Finish it,
It turns out he never actually put any money towards producing the film, so Terry Gilliam had to find somebody else to fund the film, and he did, and that's how the film got made. Now that the film is made and ready to be released, the original producer, who never paid a goddamn red cent into the damn thing,
contract signed,
is claiming, well, I have it on a contract here, and you can't release the movie.
He's not wrong. He does have it on contract, but the court's going to find in the other continue to do anything to support the film.
Yeah, how many years?
So he's basically saying, you can't release it until I get my money back. It's like, what money?
No, it's not even that. He wants to block it because it wasn't done with his money.
Yeah.
Probably wants to cut. I'm like, why didn't you just say, hey, I have a contract. Let's just cut me in for a percentage and we'll call it even, you know?
Yeah.
But no, he's probably being a dick.
Yeah.
He wants the rights to it.
Yeah.
No, buddy.
That's not going to happen.
It's too late.
Go to court. You're going to lose. Fuck you.
Go away. Let the movie exist. Let us watch it.
No judge in any court in this country is going to look at this case and say, guy who didn't pay any money into this somehow has a case.
Yeah. Get out.
No way.
He needs John Carpenter's lawyer.
Case dismissed.
Oh.
Release the movie.
Shots fired.
Oh. Screw you, hippie.
D-Large wants to know what movie it is. It's a movie about Don Quixote. I think it's called Who Killed Don Quixote?
The man who killed Don Quixote.
Don Quixote.
I was just going to say, that's what he just getting called, Don Quixote.
Don Quixote. Now the thing is,
off the laserdisc game.
He's been working on this since 1998. This movie has literally been 20 years in the making.
He had Johnny Depp on board to start.
One of the greatest movies about making a movie called Lost in La Mancha is about how he tried to mount that.
That's what I was talking about.
And every little thing, and you really want to see how a movie's made. Every little thing that goes wrong, that could go wrong, happens in this movie, and you can see all the little things that can delay a production. And you also understand, well, why they had to do reshoots, because they couldn't, because they're recording a scene and they get the dailies and find out, oh fuck, there was a plane no one fucking noticed, but you can goddamn hear it in the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta reshoot it, sometimes you can ADR it. It's just,
Yeah. I hope that is included in the extras when the eventual Blu-ray release happens.
Oh man, I hope so. I hope we get a whole another feature documentary about the years in between every time you try to make it.
It's like with Brazil, how they have a feature-length movie about all the shit he had to go through with Brazil.
Yep.
But
that's another really good documentary about how film can get derailed so horribly.
Yeah.
Documentary on that.
Okay, hold on. D-Large says he has no idea who Don Quixote is. What do you mean you don't know? What?
How can you not know who Don Quixote is?
Those Quixotes.
I know. To be fair, I'm not really familiar with the story, but I know the name, probably from the Laserdisc game.
It's such a classic novel.
Tale that nobody knows.
Oh god.
Excellent.
Man of La Mancha? Is anyone really?
That's even more of an obscure.
Oh my god.
We're not all crazy about musicals like you, Stoud.
Hey, at least you knew it was a musical.
Beta.
Yeah, I honestly... I will be perfectly honest, I had no idea it was a musical.
Go paint your fucking wagon.
Don Quixote. Fully titled, The Ingenious Nobleman Sir Quixote of La Mancha. La Mancha is a Spanish novel by Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra, published in 2 volumes in 1605 and 1615. Don Quixote is considered the most influential work of literature from the Spanish Golden Age and the entire Spanish literary canon. Wow, it is considered to be the entire Spanish literary canon? Interesting. As a founding work of modern Western literature and one of the earliest canonical novels, it regularly appears high on lists of the greatest works of fiction ever published, such as the Bokluben World Library, which I've also never heard of, collection that cites Don Quixote as the author's choice for the best literary work ever written. Wow.
And as if you needed me to tell you, I mean, you shouldn't need me to tell you because it was written like 400 or 500 years ago, but yes, it's in the public domain. You can read it for free.
Yeah, you can read it. Probably Project Gutenberg has 18 different versions of it. The story follows the adventures of a noble Hidalgo. Hidalgo! That was a great horse movie with that guy from Lord of the Rings.
Oh my God.
Named Alonso Quijano, who reads so many chivalric romances that he loses his sanity. Well, I think if anybody read that many romance novels, they would lose their sanity. And decides to set out to revive chivalry, undo wrongs, and bring justice to the world under the name Don Quixote de la Mancha. He recruits a simple farmer, Sancho Panza, as his squire, who often employs a unique earthy wit in dealing with Don Quixote's rhetorical orations on antiquated knighthood. Don Quixote, in the first part of the book, does not see the world for what it is and prefers to imagine that he is living out a knightly story. Throughout the novel, Cervantes uses such literary techniques as realism, meta-theater, and intertextuality. The book had a major influence on the literary community, as evidenced by direct references in Alexander Dumas's The Three Musketeers, Mark Twain's Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and Edmond Rostand's Cyrano de Bergerac. Cyrano de Bergerac I love. That's a great story. As well as the word quixotic, quixotic, and the epithet Lothario. The latter refers to a character in El Curioso Impertinente, the impertinently curious man, an intercalated story that appears in part 1. Oh, that must be one of the meta things they're talking about. Chapters 33 through 35. Alan Stewart decided to one of the 4 greatest novels I've written, along with a bunch of other ones I haven't heard of. Awesome. Well, there you go. That's that actually sounds like potentially a lot of fun. Yes.
Yep.
It is actually really good.
Cool.
I'm excited. I've been wanting to see this movie for fucking 20 years now. Probably like 15 years. Probably like 15 years. I'm pretty sure I saw that in film school.
Cool.
Along with American Movie, the single greatest film about making movies.
Oh my God, I love that movie so much. If you guys haven't seen American Movie, oh my God.
All right, it's okay.
Can someone take the soda out of the freezer before it freezes?
What?
That's a reference from another show about American Movie.
Oh, okay.
I'm 30 years old. In about 10 seconds, I gotta go clean somebody else's shit, man.
Like Oven.
Speaking of things nobody's ever heard of, pickups.
What is this, Coven?
Oh my God, you need to see American Movie. Jesus Christ, it is amazing.
All right. Pickups?
I have 1.
Wait, 3.
Wow, Cass has 1.
I have 2.
Zach has 2. Stout?
It's like 12 or 13.
Oh my God! Stop having money.
Must be nice to have. I'll have I bought
a lot of pickups, but he's hemorrhaging money.
Apparently.
I didn't spend a lot of money because I bought a bunch of stuff from the area sale. So.
I see. I didn't actually buy anything this week because no money after rent, but I received my latest Amazon package, which I got, which was from last month's gift card. So I got 2 things in there. So, all right. Well, let's start at the reverse alphabetical. Zach. Yay!
Yeah, I can finally watch it again.
Damn thing, just.
I haven't seen it yet. I own it.
Have you seen it? You've seen it, right, Zach?
Yeah, I watched it when it came out in theaters.
Nice.
I also saw this one twice in the theater.
Nice.
I hope it's fucking gorgeous on 4K because it was a 65mm production.
Oh, it better
finished
be
at 4K, and it had a very limited 70 release. Murder on the Orient Express.
Ooh, I actually really want to see that one.
I love this movie. I don't know why the fuck it got such like fucking.
The trailer looks so generic.
I don't know.
But based on the fact you like it, I'll check it out.
Well, it's a classic murder mystery. I mean, it's Agatha Christie, man.
Yeah, but it's a modern movie, so it couldn't a toss-up.
Oh, I don't know.
It's directed and starring Kenneth Branagh, so it's...
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
Kenneth Branagh is awesome.
He's Thor, man.
Yeah. I loved his take on Frankenstein. Oh, is that it? Sorry. All right. Stout!
Hi! Okay,
How's it
so
going?
today I went to GameStop because the other night we were talking about how on the Discord how like the price of the the original Xbox shot through the roof, and Sean pointed out I had missed the cheap era or whatever.
Right, yeah.
When
There's
games and the consoles are very cheap.
Let me just allow me to explain briefly here for everybody. So when a console is kind of becomes the previous generation, there's a window that you have there where it's considered old and unwanted, and everything is really cheap. The consoles are cheap, the games are cheap. So if you ever were pining over stuff from that console, that's the time you want to get it. Because a time will come, a few years down the line, when it is no longer considered old, undesirable, and unwanted. It will be considered retro and a collector's item. And suddenly, it won't be cheap anymore. So, but you have that window of cheapness. I remember when the PS2 came out, there was a window of cheapness for PS1 games, so I bought a bunch of PS1 games. When the PS3 came out, there was a window of cheapness for the PS2, so I got a whole bunch of PS2 games. The PS4 came out, well, right now, PS3 games are really cheap, and for the moment, the consoles are still really cheap. So now's the time to get them, if you want them. So, Stout...
That's so many games already, though.
So Stout missed the cheap window for the Xbox.
I did because I got a 360 just to get it. Xbox. Yeah.
Heavenly Sword. Very nice.
Window for PS. I'm like, I'm not gonna miss the cheap window for PS3.
Fuck yeah, take
Got
advantage
Heavenly
of that.
Sword here for $5.
I can't remember if I have that one or not. That's got Andy Serkis in it.
It's a launch title for the PS3.
It is from the makers of Odyssey to the West.
And then one I've been wanting to play for a long time. For the Wii here, Epic Mickey.
That game's awesome.
Yeah, that's
I've heard that's great, yeah.
It's only $3.
It's
Holy
an underrated
shit.
classic.
GameStop right now.
It's underrated right now.
That's crazy.
Number 2 is even better, I think.
Went to Goodwill, and the first thing I saw was like, okay, I'm putting that in my cart right now.
Oh, that game's awesome.
Hey, Apescape.
That was the one
It was
earlier,
good.
Brandon, that I went, oh, dude. He showed it.
This
And
was
he didn't
pretty
say
hard
anything.
to find, so.
Nice.
Yeah, and when you do find it, it can get expensive.
Oh, yeah. Escape's not cheap.
Then-
Anyway.
For resale, I found these exclusive National Geographic DVDs.
Oh, LA's Future
DVD
Quake.
exclusives. And I was looking it up. I could not find any information of anyone ever having sold these on eBay.
No,
There
why?
are people selling them on Amazon, but not eBay.
Here's the
'cause
thing. Those movies, those DVDs, you only get by calling the number at the end and ordering it directly from them.
Interesting.
And actually,
So I was
that
like,
exact
I know
one,
there's money in
LA's
this.
Future
I know
Quake.
there is.
There's got to be.
Uh,
That's pretty cool.
I remember.
They're
Actually,
rare.
hold on, hold that up again.
Not many people buy them.
Hold that up again, real quick. That is it. I remember. Okay, that right there was the little video that National Geographic did. Was the very first thing I ever saw on laserdisc.
Nice.
It was I was in 4th grade, and they brought out a laserdisc player, and they were showing about California earthquakes and all that kind of shit, and it was called LA's Future Quakes.
Nice.
And I remember we didn't really watch the whole thing because it kept freezing every 5 minutes.
Ah. Damn it.
Boo.
So there you go. Get the laser discs, probably even more rarer.
Yep.
Colliding Continents. These were all factory sealed, so I was like, yeah, I'll take a chance on that.
I'll get those, yeah. And if not, you got some cool Nat Geo documentaries to enjoy.
Cool documentaries, actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
Violent Earth. Pretty cool stuff.
Damn, Nature, you scary.
Myself, I got Father's Day because I've never seen it, and
Ooh, Robin Williams and Billy Crystal. Fuck yeah.
Also an Ivan Reitman movie, so
very nice.
Pretty good. For Mercari for $10, I got regular show. Seasons 1 and 2.
Nice. I assume that's for you.
Never seen it.
Oh yeah,
actually,
definitely.
I've only seen the laserdisc episode actually, but I loved it. It was great. I'd like to see more.
I don't know if I showed this last week, but Joe vs. the Volcano, Warner Archive.
Nice. I don't know if I've ever seen that. I remember when it came out.
Great.
Yeah, I've heard it's fun.
And from Disney Movie Club, I made an order on there. And the one that Brandon is super jealous of.
Ooh.
Spike Lee joint collection with Summer of Sam. And then Miracle at St. Anna.
That's the only way to get the Summer of Sam on Blu-ray in the United States.
Interesting.
Yep. And apparently, if you want to get it on Amazon, people are charging like $80 freaking for it.
Wow. And what did you pay for it?
$10.
Nice. So you can watch it, enjoy it, and then sell it for a considerable profit.
No, because if you look on eBay, it's not going for $80. But
it's just Amazon
even
sellers.
If you, just don't buy it on Amazon. Whatever you do. Even if you didn't get a deal on Disney Movie Club, it's still only like $20 on there. So
see, that's the beauty of online shopping, is you can comparative shop very quickly and easily. Just have 2 tabs open in your browser.
eBay is essentially the swap meet / flea market of the internet, and Amazon's the consignment shop.
Yeah, there you go.
I got everybody's favorite movies, Sister Act and Sister Act 2.
That's all right. I don't hate them.
The best comedy.
I can honestly say I've only seen each of those movies once in my entire life.
I've seen clips.
Them multiple times.
Listen, a lot.
I was a child of the 90s, and those movies, both of those movies were on TNT, TBS.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I do want to clarify all the way through. Once. I've seen them on TV, clipped on TV.
I got the second one for Christmas back in the 90s.
The
90s.
And then
I've seen them, but honestly, it's been so long I don't think I don't remember anything.
Yeah,
I'd be down for a remake.
The movie that you gonna say something?
What?
No.
The movie that I got to get the extra 50% off of everything else was
Hey!
Star Wars.
Did you not have that yet? I thought you had it.
No, this is me getting it.
Okay.
I have it now.
I posted earlier in the week, show and tell.
Yeah. And I watched it again and loved it even more the second time. I actually had a bit of a discussion in the spoilers chat in Discord.
On the Discord,
so
yeah.
if you want to go and read that, go ahead.
Yeah, I actually went and read that chat because Quack, the asshole, went and tagged me. I was like, why the fuck am I being tagged in spoilers? And I went in and I was like, Star Wars spoilers? No! Oh, wait a minute, I've seen it. So then I scrolled back and I read the discussion.
And then I tagged everyone in there and said, don't tag people here.
Yeah.
Unless you're directly talking to them.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I paid $34.99 for this. It's actually much cheaper in stores, but that allowed me to get 50% off of everything else, which is how I got the Spike Lee joint collection.
Oh, okay.
$10.
Yeah, I paid
kind of balanced out.
This was $9, so.
Yeah.
But then, in addition to that, I also got some other 4K because Disney 4K is never cheap. So, 17 I got
Coco.
Go.
Hey, nice.
Really good.
Yes.
I've heard that's really good, yeah.
And Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I had
there you go.
so much fun watching the movie in the theater.
I still need to watch it. I have it sitting in my pile over there.
I
I offered to watch it with Rose. Rose didn't want to watch movies, so...
I want to put this on the table now that I do believe that is the best Thor movie.
I've heard it's a lot of fun.
It is.
Oh, I really like the first one.
The first one was really good. I need to watch Dark World again just to kind of get the frame of reference.
I liked the second one better than the first one, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to just watching a movie that stars Thor like as the main character, I had Thor Ragnarok was the one I had the most fun with. Probably because it had a lot of already established Avengers in it, and he could kind of play off of that.
I guess it's the closest we're going to get to a Planet Hulk movie, sadly.
Yeah, don't say that.
It's the best Hulk movie so far.
I will say that too. I did like the original Incredible Hulk. That was fun, but
it had its moments.
A hell of a lot better than Hulk.
I like all of them.
I liked the Incredible Hulk one in that it tied in with the old TV show as the origin story, which I thought was kind of a fun twist.
Yeah.
Which the 8-year-old in mine approved of.
Yeah, but the movie just called Hulk, I try to forget that one.
That one has its moments too, but yeah, it does have some issues.
Oh god. It even made a shitty GameCube game.
I liked Eric Bana. I didn't really have any major issues with the...
I like Nick Nolte in that movie.
Very
I like both movies for different reasons. And
yeah. I definitely respect what Ang Lee was trying to do in making it like a living comic book. That wasn't like stylistically, the style of it was not my issue with it. The effects were not my issue with it. My issue was that it was certain aspects of the story just didn't quite click with me.
Yeah,
but I didn't have as big an issue with it as.
I mean, it's ultimately a film about an outcast, and at that sense, like I think like Ang Lee really understands that. I'm not mistaken.
That's kind of the core of the Hulk mythos, anyway.
Right, but he focused really heavily on that as opposed to the other things that make Hulk Hulk.
Yeah.
And like that has to be there, of course, but like I think he focused
way too much
on it, and I think that's what the real disconnect for the movie is. It's just not.
Could be. Yeah.
Feel right.
It feels incomplete, like it's not all there.
It feels heavy.
My favorite thing about it now is that at the time, this was like it came out in like 2003, right?
Yeah, 2003.
Years ago.
At the time, people were complaining. I felt like a lot of the complaints about the movie, it's too long. It's too long for a superhero movie. And now look at the length of every superhero movie.
No kidding.
Every blockbuster is like 2.5 hours now.
They're all like 2.5 hours now. Yeah.
It happened in the 70s.
They complained about the length of Blade Runner 2049. It is no more or less long than a typical blockbuster now. Like, why did that one get singled out?
Because there's more drama and there wasn't a lot of action. I don't know.
It's a fucking amazing film. It's beautiful.
It's sitting over here waiting to be watched.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet?
No, it's been sitting over here waiting to watch. I haven't watched anything for the last week. The wrestling.
So you got that.
I'm watching wrestling right now.
Oh, there's a whole shit ton of big wrestling events on right now, isn't there? Like I remember you posted a big schedule of like
from
all
Wednesday
the million things you're
Sunday
watching.
At like 3 in the morning, and in fact, I'm catching up on like 5 or 6 shows I'm missing because there's an overlap. There's a bunch of like there's 2 shows happening right now. I'm not watching either of them very closely because I'm here, right? So I gotta rewatch those, and then I've got like 3 I missed yesterday because they overlap with other shows I was watching. So I'm watching like 5 shows on Monday too, just because I don't want to miss any of it.
Strong says the Ang Lee Hulk game was freaking awesome, especially when you unlocked Grey Hulk, who talks smack as he beats out enemies.
Yeah, it was actually a good Hulk game. There's a lot of really bad Hulk games out there, so that's one of the good ones. There's also Hulk Total Destruction or Hulk.
That one came out a couple years later, I think.
Game was I wouldn't say it's great. I'd say it's all right. I mean, it's an average action game.
It has the voice of Eric Bana as Banner.
From that time period, there were other Hulk games that were actually out at the time or were coming out maybe a few months later. They were a lot better. The big saving grace for that game was that there was a lot of end-game stuff.
Yeah.
Like the unlocking of Grey Hulk. And one of the neat things they did was they actually tied in watching the movie benefited playing the game because there were secrets that they put in the movie that unlocked shit in the game. Like hidden code numbers and names of people, stuff like that. It's like so it was like this whole big meta game shit.
So they kind of put it,
on.
linked them together.
Yeah, so I mean, so that was
Neat.
what made the game somewhat popular. As a game, action game itself, it's pretty mediocre.
It's like what they did with Sword Quest.
Yeah, not really.
Well, because you had to have the comic, because the comic would give you stuff. And
yeah.
the
Well, in
game
that case, it gave you the comic.
Yeah.
This you had to go pay and watch the movie or buy the damn thing.
That's true.
So imagine
if
they
you bought
charged
the game, you were an ultimate Hulk fan and would buy the movie anyway, and they knew that.
Yeah, totally.
Damn it! Now I kind of want to watch that one again. I haven't seen it probably since 2004. So
I mean, if I want to be totally blunt about it, Ang Lee was the wrong person to direct that movie.
Yeah.
Flat out. He is not someone you want. He's not someone you want directing a Hulk movie.
I don't know. I think he understood the core of the character. I just don't think it was executed well. I don't know if he was the wrong person. I think maybe he just needed like someone to tell him like he's missing, like somebody need to tell him he was missing the boat and need to like
missing other aspects of the character.
Yeah. Somebody to explain Hulk because he understood a really important part of Hulk, but not
needed to tell him to not make Crouching Tiger, Hidden Hulk.
Whatever. Anyway,
is that it, Stout? You have more pickups?
Yes.
Okay.
That has been it for a while.
Okay, I took it off you because I thought it seemed like you were done. You weren't going. And we were just talking about stuff. So I was like, I think he's done, but I'm not sure. All right, Garbage Gamer. What
Howdy.
pickups do you have?
I have two, and one of them a lot of people already know. Because I not only bragged about it, I live streamed it, and now have a YouTube video up about it.
Which I need to finish watching. I watched part of it, and I laughed my ass off at a couple of spots.
Oh,
but,
yeah. So, yeah, for people who are not in the know, which I think is everybody in the chat already know it, I also started playing Skyrim, but not in the way that you think.
No.
I started playing it in VR on my Oculus.
Yeah.
So
he is in Skyrim.
Is that not available for
Literally.
PlayStation yet?
It came out first on PSVR.
Well, okay.
Okay.
And this is a later release for PC. It's been out on PSVR for a little while now. I'd say 5 or 6 months.
Oh, okay.
I think. I don't know. Don't quote me.
I have no idea, so I'm just gonna go with your word.
And yeah, it's fun. From what I hear, it's functional on PSVR. Its big hindrance, obviously, is the motion controls on that. But yeah, on Oculus, it's wild. It's a really weird experience. Glitches and all.
Yeah, it seemed a little glitchier than the regular version.
Yeah, I mean, it's not any glitchier than a base version of Skyrim.
Yeah.
So from what I could tell, it is running off of Skyrim Special Edition.
It looked like it from what I saw, just from the graphics quality.
I mean, which would make sense because, to run a VR game on the Oculus on a PC, it needs to be 1440p running at 90 frames per second. So it would make total sense to just use their newer, updated version.
Yeah. Also, the new version's prettier.
Yeah, it has some added effects that the graphic detail's a little higher.
Yeah, graphic details higher, a lot more lighting effects, apparently. And environmental effects, and things like that. Just generally made prettier.
So yeah, definitely. I mean, if you got the PC to do it, you have an Oculus just laying around,
just collecting dust,
or if you are a VR user and you're looking for something new to try, you've getting tired of all the free ones or the little Fruit Ninja VRs and all stuff like that.
Yeah.
Check out Skyrim. This is the full, uncut, unedited version of Skyrim in VR. It is 100% the game.
If it's a special edition, it probably has all the DLC too.
It does. It has all the DLC included.
Nice.
So, yeah, still, it's technically not mod supported at the moment, but they did not make it very hard to modify it to make it mod supported. All you really have to do is add a header to an INI file, and now Nexus Mod Manager works with it.
There you go.
So yeah,
I'm sure VR will probably crash with some mods, but that's what's happening.
Oh yeah, that's just
regular Skyrim crashes with some mods.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just gonna say I cannot wait to play the beginning of the game again, just to experience the Macho Man Randy Savage Dragon in VR.
Oh yeah, Macho coming at you.
That'd be awesome.
So,
fire.
Yeah, my first reaction when in the very beginning of the game when they put your head on the little pallet thing to chop your head off.
Yeah.
And the dragon shows up.
Yeah.
Because what it does in VR, it literally just like lowers you down. So you're just like on the ground staring at the block. So you can look up at him, and I'm just like, you can see my hand. I'm like, hey, dragon.
You guys want to look over there?
I'm like looking behind me, going, you seeing this? Like, that's fucking great. Dragon, dude.
Yes. Am I the only one seeing this? Like, what's...
I'm apparently surrounded by blind people.
Surrounded by assholes. Keep firing, assholes.
To be fair, it does take all those NPCs a hell of a long time to notice there's a big fucking dragon there.
Yes.
Did you hear that? Nope, nothing. I didn't hear anything. Okay.
I find myself, when I walk through like a town and people walk past me, I do the, what's up?
What's up?
Just keep walking. Like, because you can just lean over and just be like, how you doing? Alrighty.
I was watching a streamer play, and he was dicing at people. He just started attacking a townsperson, and all the townspeople started converging on him. He was just like doing this and like murdering him in like a second. Because, every hit's a dice roll, but he's like hitting them like 30 or 40 times a second. So it's just rolling, and it's just hitting them. And they're just fucking, you can see the health bars go.
As I said in Discord in our private chat is, if you're playing someone who likes to use swords and axes and stuff like that, you're playing the wrong. You probably shouldn't play it in VR because it literally it matches every little quick motion as a swing. So as I called it, wiggle your stick until it dies, and so like that because you just go.
Yep, exactly.
and it just dies. So where VR shines for Skyrim is obviously the magic and the bows and arrows and that kind of
magic,
stuff.
you can split attacks with lightning. Each hand shoots lightning.
Yeah, you literally just go like that and push a button and lightning comes flying out of your hand.
But then you can actually, when it's coming out of both hands, you can actually go like this and do two different directions, which you couldn't do before.
Speaking of which, I wanted to ask you, I noticed you had magic in your left hand and your sword in your right hand. How the fuck do you do that, and can I do that?
Well, most of your weapons when you're playing are two-handed.
Yeah.
You have to use a smaller one-handed weapon.
The current one I've been using, the Dawnbreaker, is a single-handed.
Yeah, when you go into your magic and go under destructive, you depending on what button you press, you can map it to your left or right hand.
Oh, fuck, I didn't know that. All right.
So that's where, like,
learn something new every day with Skyrim. Jesus.
What I used to do a long time ago was
I would do that from now on then.
I would run around with a one-handed weapon, and I would have healing magic.
Yeah, that's a good.
So I would just whack things, step back, and heal. Then go whack things again, step back, and heal.
That is a brilliant idea. I'm going to start doing that.
Surprised you didn't figure that one out.
I didn't know you could specifically map the magic to different hands. I thought it was
read the prompts at the bottom of the screen. That's why.
I looked at them. I didn't process the information.
You're too busy breaking the glass on the fucking fire extinguisher.
Hyper focused. You just, and you missed the one thing.
Okay. So that is
all of us, but
that is going to be incredibly helpful because I never carry a shield, so I might as well have magic in the other hand, just ready to go. That's going to save so much fucking time.
The thing is, I think it's bullshit
and fire at the same time.
What I hate is these games are like, oh, you can't use a shield in magic. I'm like, bitch, have you ever put a shield in your look? I put it like this on my wrist. It's on my arm now.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna magic you with my free hand. I've got a shield here. Here's magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you could technically magic with one hand, shield with the other.
That is exactly. So basically, I could have like three things going simultaneously. I have magic in one hand, the sword in the other, and then my whatever my shout power is.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking awesome.
There's also magic that actually acts as a shield. So.
That's true.
Who needs a shield?
And as a sword, which I discovered an hour after struggling through that stupid mission.
I cannot wait until they add mod support. onto the VR version because there is a mod that I want to add so bad and just make the experience even more awesome.
Yeah.
There is a voice-activated shout you can do.
Oh, really?
So imagine wearing the headset, doing the whole thing, and then just like going, Fosro da, like turn and fire, and then
Like
turn around
actually
and come back.
shout.
Fuck fire.
Actually,
in a direction, so you can change
Fuck,
your head
fuck,
right,
fuck,
face
fuck.
left.
fuck
Yeah.
fire.
Fire!
Fire,
Fire!
fuck, fuck,
Fire!
fire.
Fire!
Remember that mod? You can map it. You can do like a whole voice. You can set up a voice command. So people used to do it as when they would yell "da," you would do their voice. It would do the shout.
I just killed
So
an
there'd
enemy by yelling "fuck."
I just shot down a duck by saying "fuck."
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
So I just think that would be badass. You know, you got your fire in one hand, your sword in the other, you're beating things, something like that. Then you could just do Fusro Da and just in VR. Oh my god, that's magic.
Yeah,
You
that's
got the infinite treadmill, so you can
Fantastic.
stand and play the game and infinitely walk.
Oh yeah.
yes,
I mean-
Duncan. I want to get
You got
VR
the
now.
space. You got the space to set it up.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I just need
See,
to
now,
like shit out 20 grand.
See, this is the kind.
This
This is the kind of thing that's going to give VR real staying power, is having these massive, sprawling virtual worlds that you can immerse yourself in. Like, enough of the demos and the little mini games and shit. Like, no, give us stuff like Skyrim in
For the love
VR.
of God, enough of the horror games too. I'm not gonna play a single one of them. So
To be fair, VR is a great format for horror. You gotta like them or not. You gotta at least admit
but
that.
official VR has been out for 2 years now, and we have maybe 30 action games, we have 10 racing games, and 6,000 fucking horror experience titles. And
That's
like,
awesome.
good lord.
Now I
Custer's
really want
Revenge in
VR.
VR.
And it's all because of 2 games.
Yeah.
The whole horror genre for VR came from 2 games, and that is Resident Evil 7 and the Rush of Blood. Fucking what is it called? The something.
I can get help from me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, no,
Neither do I. I know Resident Evil 7.
What is it? Something. It was on PlayStation VR. It was something Rush of Blood. Until Dawn, Rush of Blood.
Until Dawn. All right.
The
Until
spiritual
Dawn, yeah.
the spiritual sequel to the Until Dawn PS4.
The treadmill only costs $5,000.
Only.
Hey, that's way more attainable than 20.
I only have to sell a testicle. That's okay.
It's gonna save us for a while, probably.
Worth it.
Very much worth.
You
Should I
find
put
it
a
down,
down
kids,
payment on the
anytime
house,
soon.
or should I
Hey, get
the
that treadmill.
Yeah. Do I want a treadmill or children?
Well,
I can make half children.
do you have a prospect for children? Because, I mean, if you don't, then you might as well just fucking have the treadmill.
That's right. I love how
Same.
we're all now trying
Go
to
full Ready
rationalize.
Player One already. Jesus.
I love how we're literally all now trying to rationalize Eric selling a testicle.
Oh my god. I'm watching asparagus beat up a waffle. What the fuck is happening? What the hell wrestling?
How high are you?
No, it's how do you big battle? So they're fighting in a ring with, like, buildings because they're giant monsters.
I lost track. Was that 2 things or 1?
That was 1.
Do you have a second thing?
I do.
Okay. Thought you said 2.
It is a small thing, but it is a awesome thing, and I want to thank Stout for mentioning it. That it was back available for sale, because when I first looked at it, it had like instantly sold out and was out of stock. Shit. And like the one thing that comes out. So I bought for $5 from the Loot Vault. I bought a Battletoads belt buckle.
Oh yes, that is so nice.
Yeah, this is really nice quality. It's nice thick metal.
Fuck
Nice.
man. Remind me of that on the 13th when I get paid. I might actually want to grab one of those if they're still there.
Yeah, they are officially licensed by Rare. There's a little box.
Oh, nice. Fuck.
There's a Loot Vault. It's a loot gaming item.
There's so little actual Battletoads merchandise too. Like,
Yeah, that's why I jumped on it no matter what
Yeah.
it was, because this is something that, when it comes to merch, gets
Yeah.
very little love.
Yeah.
So
God.
anything you can get your hands on that's
Pretty
Battletoads related.
I know.
So
I have
yeah,
the VHS of the pilot episode of the cartoon.
And still to this day, I'm jealous of the fact that you own it.
Even though it's awful.
I don't care. It is considered Battletoads merchandise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is one I will always cherish.
And the Battletoads arcade game is still my favorite arcade game of all time.
I don't know if I've ever actually played the arcade game.
It is badass.
I've mostly just
God,
played the original
hard as fuck,
NES
too.
game.
Yes,
Harder
it is.
than an NES game.
It's actually one of the longest arcade games I've ever played.
Oh, really?
I did a playthrough of it on my YouTube channel, and it literally took me almost an hour. And
that is actually long for an arcade game.
Yeah, for just a straight up side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Yeah.
It takes from start to finish. If you know what you're doing and can blast through the bosses, it takes about an hour. So it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, most arcade games top out at around 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, have like
start to
five, maybe 6 stages. This thing has like 15.
Wow. Crazy.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Crazy.
So yes.
That's pretty
Battletoads
awesome.
Belt Buckle and Skyrim VR.
Fucking A. I assume there's no box for Skyrim VR because you got it digitally?
Yeah, there's no physical release.
Alright. But if you want proof that he has it, go to Garbage Gamer's YouTube channel. I was going to say...
Plug.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched... there was a specific moment you posted in the chat, which was... what is that? You killed something from a distance.
What happened was I shot I killed a deer.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I'd actually ever taken out a deer using a bow and arrow. So that was, and right when I got done killing it, a pair of skeleton feet decided to go rolling down the street.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's what I was saying. He's like, what's that rolling down the street? And he went
like,
and followed
what's that noise?
Like,
Here's the sound of bones rolling down.
I mean, like, my literal reaction, like, standing there was just like, yeah, I got it. And I just go, the fuck?
They follow you down the hill. They find another foot that also...
Yeah, I find another foot chasing after it, and then I find the head.
Yeah.
Sitting
like,
face up, sitting in the middle of the road.
Like, where the hell did this skeleton come from?
In this tiny skull, what did you find?
Oh, yes. I found a steel shield.
In the skull.
In the skull. Gold. Some, a medallion, like a, one of the soul stones.
Oh, no. Like
and a Nord war axe.
Wow.
In a skull that looked in reality, it looked about maybe that big.
Hey, you just got to know how to pack.
Yes. Oh yeah, and I hit it with with my battle axe.
Yeah.
And it bled.
Wow. So much. I have many questions.
And not 3 minutes later, after I take out a couple wolves in the nearby field, a mammoth goes flying like 30 feet into the air. And it's in the video. It's far off in the distance, and you see me react to it. But it's there. You see, it's like no wiggle action. It's like just like a stiff, like almost like a picture of a mammoth just going. Whoop.
Did it fart? Like what?
No, when I got over there, I realized that there was either a sleeping or a dead one, and it had spawned another one on top of it.
Oh, okay.
And in the glitchiness, it tried to pop out of the mesh, and it flung it like 30 feet in the air.
What was I going to say? Yeah, the part I watched was about the first 10 minutes or so, and at that point you were trying to kill a deer with a bow and arrow. Or no,
yes.
I think it was an elk, actually. It's like one of the bigger ones. And
and it was
shot
Michael Phelpsing it up the fucking river.
You shot it in the ass, and then it jumped into the water, and you jumped in after it, and then it just suddenly took off like a rocket through the water. Like, I don't think they can actually swim that fast.
Like, all I saw was its head, and it was literally just going like... I'm even mentioned in the video, like, I don't think... Can elk or deer even swim?
Yeah, exactly.
Never mind that speed.
And, like, not only are they swimming, it's swimming at, like, Mach 3, fucking flying upstream.
So, folks, you gotta understand, he played this for about half an hour. And all these glitches occurred within that half an hour.
I had an elk that could swim at Mach 3 upriver, a dog that dies and goes instant rigor mortis and stands straight up. A pair of skeleton feet that decided to just take a little adventure down the street, along to meet up with its companion Skullhead that had a steel shield and
treasure chest worth of items in it. And then 30 feet away, there's mammoths jumping 30 feet in the air. It was the Mary Poppins skull.
Yes.
So what you're saying
in the span of 30 minutes.
What you're saying is 10 out of 10 would buy again.
Yes. These are the minor non-game breaking glitches that they just left in because the developers probably were just pissing themselves laughing that they just had to let the world see these things.
What were you going to say, Cass?
I was going to say the skull was apparently a Katamari ball.
That's right.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I just like the idea of the deer just like leaving a wake behind it. It's like paddling through the water.
Just.
The hell?
Yeah, you go back and
you're never gonna get me.
So yeah, I will go. People want me to link it in the chat here. I will gladly do so. Let me.
Thank you, Cass. Now I have that song stuck in my head from Katamari Damacy.
Katamari Damacy. Yeah.
Well,
that's
once you get down to having friends.
Katamari Damacy.
Yep.
I would play it, but it's copyrighted.
No.
So I have pickups still.
That's
cool.
Why.
Me too. Cass
has one too.
You said you have a pickup?
I do. I have a new Logitech keyboard.
Hooray!
Yay!
You got a new keyboard.
Logitech.
That I got for $10.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's actually one of the good ones. It's a K120. It's not wireless. It's just a wired one, but that's actually
$10, the good kind.
You probably don't want a wireless anyways, because those typically don't like they're okay.
Yeah, I had wireless ones.
I like mine.
Yeah.
I like my
I'm
wired.
like, it only ever sits here on my table. So
I like the wired. Give me wired. At least then I know it's gonna work. Nothing's left to chance.
Well, my boss uses a wireless keyboard on his,
I'm on a roll searching all this porn. And the battery's dead. Fuck!
Well, what's annoying with his is sometimes like I'll go to type something, like I'm searching a stock number or something, and there's nothing, and then it's just waiting, then. And it usually omits a couple of the numbers, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Major Matoka says the Dragon Corpse with all of these items in it. That was the highlight of the stream. Yeah.
I do mention that in my video.
Yes, I think you did. Yeah, you did mention that.
Yeah, I called it Weekend at Bernie's way down the mountain to bring all of your shit to you.
Because I was just kind of wandering around and exploring, and then I found a dragon in the process of being revived by Alduin. So I was like, oh, cool. Like, there's a dragon about to be brought to life. I will kill it immediately. So I go over there and I, duke it out with the dragon and kill it, and then getting all the dragon bones and stuff, I was over encumbered. So I just dropped a bunch of my things right there. At least I thought I dropped them. Apparently I was storing them in the dragon corpse and not realizing it. So then I go back down to town and I'm just wandering around doing my thing, chatting with people, getting a few more side missions.
Into a pack mule.
I go into the inn and I chat with some people, and then I come out of the inn. And there's the dragon skeleton in the middle of, like, some dude's garden. And it's, like, the full skeleton from up on the hill. I'm like, the hell? So I go over and check it out, and then it tells me the name of the dragon, and it's the same dragon. It's the one that I killed, like, 20 or 100 feet away up on the hill. So somehow it came down the hill and landed in this guy's garden.
Slid down the hill to hit his garden, and that's it.
And then it said I could search it, and I'm like, I could search it. I thought it'd be empty because I got all the dragon bones and stuff. So I go to search it, and there's all my stuff. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Delivery!
I was going to go back up the hill and get it to sell it, but I don't have to now. Thank you.
The dragon should become DiGiorno.
That's So, that was that. All right, Skin Slip, what you got?
I got the best pickup of everyone. It's not because I got Justice League, which is an okay superhero film.
I still need to get that.
It's not because I got Last Jedi and I can finally watch it on Monday.
Yay! So that's 2 of his 3 things.
No. It is because I have a motherfucking passport. No country.
Yes!
Nice.
No country is safe from my awful shit.
So now hashtag Keep Skin Slip Out of Canada can go fuck himself. He's coming to Canada, motherfucker.
Wait, who's called hashtag Keep Skin Slip Out of Canada?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Wait, is there someone called that on like one of your videos or something?
Yeah, it was some guy was leaving comments like that on some of the SNIs.
Oh, you don't understand, motherfucker. I'm gonna be in Canada in September.
Yes.
I'm coming to Canada.
He is. The land of ketchup chips. You'll be here. We will have many visits and many collabs and eat many ketchup chips.
But only when you get rid of those goddamn lice. Jesus.
Yeah.
Come, get some Canadian lice. They apologize
will
before
not
they
be
bite you.
Until you're
No, you'll have a head full of sorry.
Sorry. You hear something? No. What are you
Oh,
talking
goddamn, I have lice again.
about? Sorry.
That's everything, by the way.
Awesome. Well, I only have 2 items this week.
Unselect me so I can stop being the center of focus.
Oh my
You're
god, it is.
unselected. It's okay.
Thank you.
So I have 2 items. A couple of books that I got to add to the collection because one of which apparently may be going out of print. It's going for stupid prices on Amazon.ca, but reasonable prices on Amazon.com for the moment. So I wanted to get it. So the one that went out of print, possibly, is this one. Robert E. Howard's The Savage Tales of Solomon Kane. So this is every Solomon Kane story that Robert E. Howard wrote. I believe in the order that he wrote them. And there's a lot of bonus goodies and unfinished stories in here as well. So
those fragments. Yeah.
cool. Lots of fragments in here, yeah. And the fragments are quite substantial. Like they're almost full stories. He just never wrote the endings to them, I guess.
Some of them are like early drafts of stories that already exist, and some
There's
of them are
a couple of different drafts, yeah. So if you've been waffling on that one, I'd strongly suggest get it soon because it may be gone soon. So all the other ones seem to be still in print. So I also picked up Cull, Exile of Atlantis. So this is what many people say is the beginnings of Conan, because a lot of the mythology that he created for Cull was later ported over and revised for Conan. So,
and part of that is because Sprague de Camp and a few other writers also converted Cull stories to Conan stories when they were doing those adaptations.
That is true.
Novels.
That is true, yes.
That's part of the reason.
So, yeah. So, anyway, this is every official Cull story that Robert E. Howard ever wrote, and again with some alternate versions and fragments and stuff like that, too. So
yeah, I have the 3 Conan volumes. They're excellent, worth picking up.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm still slowly reading the first one, but absolutely loving it. It's such a great collection. So there's still a few more Robert E. Howard ones from the Del Rey collection that I want to get. There's Brackman Morn, there's Sword Women, there's the horror stories of Robert E. Howard, there's a couple of best of compilations, and what else? There was one of them. There's Brackman Morn, and I can't remember. I think that's it, actually. I think those are all of them.
There's Brackman Morn, then there's a Weird Stories collection, and then there is a compendium with like other stories that don't fit the other thing.
Yeah.
So you are missing those 3 volumes.
There's Sword Women as well is another one. And
yes.
then,
that's true. I forgot about that one.
There's the horror stories. There's 2 best of books. And yeah, so basically Brackman Morn, horror stories, and Sword Women are sort of the top 3 ones remaining that I want. And then the best of I can get another time because I imagine
not a best of.
Most of the stuff.
It's like the rest of the stuff. Volume with the rest of the stuff.
Jesus, what are you guys laughing?
I don't know what you're snickering about.
I'm just laughing at them.
Eric sent me the part of the clip with the deer in the water.
Oh, okay.
It actually
He goes, because I can picture the deer leaving a wake as it's traveling upriver. So I went back and looked at the video, and it's fucking leaving a wake.
El Borak.
There's actually like a stream of water parting behind the deer.
Oh, El Borak. That's right. That's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I was missing one. I'm just looking at the best ofs here just to see.
Yeah, there are 2 volumes of best of.
Yeah, best of seems to be mostly stuff that is in the other volumes. It's just kind of a compilation.
I'm looking because I could have swore there was another volume of like the other stuff that doesn't fit. Like
best of 1 and 2. There's the horror stories.
Oh, here's the one with the Western. There's the Western Tales called End of the Western End of the Trail.
End of the Trail. Okay.
By another publisher, but it's in the same format.
Oh, okay. I see.
I think that might be the one I'm thinking of.
Those Tales. Yeah, Brackman Morin, The Lost King, The Sword Woman.
Borak. Yeah, that's the one.
Borak. Yeah, those are the top. Those are the big 3 that I want to get next. Yeah. Cool.
Like that End of the Trail one's got the same like style cover. It's got a slightly different pattern to it, but you know, it's like it's clearly trying to fit in with that stuff. So I think it's the stuff that the Random House or whoever didn't have the rights to.
I see. Nice. Well, gotta love some Robert E. Howard.
I do.
The man who basically created the sword and sorcery genre.
It's pulpy format, yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Well, I think it predates Lord of the Rings, though, doesn't it?
You know, I don't know. I can check, though.
I think it does.
But it's kind of inspired by The Ring of the Nibelungen, to be fair. But
fair enough, yeah.
And also, Lord of the Rings is high fantasy.
That's true. Conan is more... But still, I mean, as far as pulp stuff goes, it's definitely of a higher grade than your typical pulp fiction. I mean, he was such a good writer.
And Conan was in 1932, and Lord of the Rings was 19. And The Hobbit was 37.
Okay,
so they're like 5 years apart.
Like 5 years, yeah.
I doubt Tolkien would even have read it by then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. It's collective unconscious, man.
Yeah, no, it's probably inspired by other works, and I bet you they're both inspired by some similar works.
Well, because there was certain,
kind of knowledgeable at it.
Sorry, what was that Westerns one called?
It's called End of the Trail.
End of the...
On page like 4 or something. But like you look at the cover, you're like, that's definitely the same format. Like,
oh, there it is. Oh yeah, it is very similar. I see.
I think it's supposed to be like a companion book for it. So I want to get it just because it's then it would have all of his stories, all of them.
Yeah.
That's after that. That's literally all of them. So.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he only wrote stuff for about 12 years apparently, so his career was actually quite short.
Very prolific. Yeah, he committed suicide. He was like 37 or something.
1906 to 1936. He was
31.
He was 30.
Yeah, he committed suicide. He was a deeply depressed and emotionally disturbed person who took his own life.
He says it was when he learned that his mother had fallen into a coma. So he...
Yes, but you don't just do that because you're falling into a coma. You
well,
do that
no, I mean,
you're
there's
emotionally disturbed and
obviously had other issues.
Deeply distressed, you know. It's not just that one thing, you know.
Just the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yes, that was the last fucking straw. I get it. He lived with his mom, I guess, and like she's really important to him.
Yeah,
so I get it.
Yeah. Very sad.
Oh, it is. It's tragic. There's actually a movie about it where I think Vincent D'Onofrio plays him. I think.
I believe so. Yeah, I forget. I think we were talking about it before. I forget what it's called, but I've seen clips from that.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Actually, I think in the extras for the 2011 Conan movie, they showed some. There's a featurette there about Robert E. Howard, and they showed some clips from that movie. Crazy. And that's what killed the chat.
Yep. Oh, sorry, I started looking.
So anything else happen in the world of geekosity this week?
I saw Ready Player One.
Oh.
Yay! That was so good.
And in a completely related note, I watched all 10 episodes of the new reboot.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, it's called The Whole Wide World, by the way. And
that's what it was.
It's D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
All right.
I like how there's just...
I knew about that, but I had to say that. Just for everybody else in the chat who's thinking right now the same exact thing.
Because I had to know. I had to see for myself.
Someone has to clip that. And just like he goes, yeah, I watched all 10 episodes of Reboot, and there's nothing. Then what the fuck is wrong with you?
I took one for the team, okay. Yeah. Little bit, I've got mixed feelings about it.
Wow, that's as positive as I never even expected that. I expected frothing rage.
It's definitely not the reboot we remember.
It's definitely a vanity project.
Oh, it is definitely a vanity project. There's no question about that. It feels like it was created by a 12-year-old. Like, I'm going to do this because it'll be cool. Oh, then I'm going to do this because it'll be cool. Oh, I want to do this because it'll be cool.
So Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Hey,
Shark Boy and Lava Girl was good.
Fuck off. Those were awesome movies too. Fuck off.
I didn't say they were bad.
Yeah. Shark Boy and Lava Girl at least was fun. And
it was silly. It was written by a child.
It had a sweet innocence about it. Yeah, well, that's right. It was based on, literally based on the stories of children.
Of his children.
Of his children, yeah. So
all the Spy Kids films, all the plots are all by him.
Bring them to life.
And all are
Rosie loves that movie, by the way, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. But
they're written by an adult idea, and it feels like a childlike, imagination. It's beautiful. I love
it. That's the thing, is there's like a purity and an innocence to those movies that I think people don't realize, and they just kind of shit on them. Oh, that's such a stupid movie. It's like, yeah, but it's a movie for kids, literally by kids. Yeah. If you go into that expecting high art,
of course it's inane and silly. Children wrote it.
Yes.
You fucking asshole.
Exactly what it should be.
Exactly.
No, I mean, I watched it with Rosie, and I thought it was just charming and fun. I didn't
not any worse than any other blockbuster out there.
I have to say, I've been watching these videos of people going into thrift stores, just like myself. Some stuff
for inspiration,
and I came across just to get also some ideas of things I might be for, right?
Yeah.
But one of the people I came across recently, like, it immediately became apparent to me, like, these people are snarky assholes who think they're better than everybody. And then the second they pulled off Shark Boy and Lava Girl off the shelf and said, "Wow, remember this terrible movie?" I'm like, done. You won't allow people, as Skin Slip says a lot, you won't allow people to have their joy, so fuck off.
Yeah.
Not worth your time.
Enjoy things. See, but I mean, that was done for reasons that are not unlikable. With Michael Haffer, the reasons he did Reboot, those are unlikable reasons.
It's the wrong kind of exploitation.
Yeah, just shitting on the fans.
Exploitation for all the wrong reasons. It's just exploitation just to get people to look at it.
It's like, fuck you, I'm going to do it my way anyway.
As nerds living in their mom's basement,
like, literally
complaining about everything. That's how he sees the fans.
Some of us live on enclosed porches, you asshole.
And some people actually pay to live down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of us actually have rent, you ass.
Yeah. There's a character that appears.
Thank you, D-Large.
Yeah. There's a character that appears in the 10th episode, the one that they knew every Reboot fan would be watching, because that's the one that has some of the original characters come back. Voiced by their original voice actors, by the way, which was very nice and surprising. But there's a character in the world of the user, that is basically a Reboot superfan who is meant to represent the Reboot fans. And he's a 40-year-old virgin living in his mom's basement with a neckbeard.
Now
and
look,
his entire room is a shrine to Reboot. Like, every Reboot collectible ever, even stuff from the old mainframe offices is in there. Like the life-size Mike the TV figure. And And that's how he's depicted.
My parents. I have a neck beard, but I've got a girlfriend and I've gotten lots of sex, so I don't know what the hell this is all about. I don't know what it's all about.
The skin slip, breaking the stereotype. Oh yeah,
fucking the stereotype.
But but it's like, wow, could you possibly represent the fans of the original series in a more stereotypically negative light? Like, that was a total middle finger to the fans. Like,
that's what he thinks of you guys.
It was literally, like, it was so painfully clear and obvious that that's the reason those scenes were in there with that character. Yeah. And you know what? To pour salt into the wound, you know who plays that 40-year-old version living in his mom's basement who's a Reboot superfan? It's not a name you recognize, but I'll tell you what he's done. He wrote the last 2 episodes of Season 2 of the original Reboot.
Wow.
Which were fantastic episodes that sent the series catapulting in some amazing directions for the next couple seasons. He's the guy who paved the way for the amazing latter couple seasons of Reboot. And somehow they got him to come in and play this character basically shitting on Reboot fans.
Money, man. Guys gotta pay his bills. Don't hate him. Hate the producer.
Yeah.
Hate the guy who paid him to come and do that because he needs to fucking, you know. Yeah. We don't hate the worker. We hate the boss.
Yeah.
It's not the worker's fault.
We definitely hate the boss. So, anyway.
Human being that he is.
I'm probably going to do some kind of a video about it. I haven't quite decided what form that's going to take. Oh, it'll be a Z rant, more than likely. But I just have to sort of formulate my thoughts. And probably get some screenshots. But, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's, after waiting so long for Reboot to come back, it's a shame that this is how things have gone.
Yep.
Just shit all over the legacy and smeared it all over the bathroom walls.
At least there's good news for other franchises, all right?
Yeah.
And that good news is that when Indiana Jones comes back, it will be a girl.
Yep. I don't see why it can't be the daughter. Indiana Jones is a nickname. Just, yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, and she could actually be called Indiana. She could actually be named Indiana.
To be fair, Spielberg said, well, we'd have to rename her Indiana Jane or Indiana Joan or something like that.
No.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but...
Jones is the last
as
name.
Initials it in Diana.
Jones is his fucking last name. You don't have to change.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Right. Did he forget that or something?
Equality means you don't actually have to change the fucking name.
Yeah.
You don't.
But he's kind of an old guy now, you know?
I know a woman named Patrick, for fuck's sakes, alright? I'm telling you, it doesn't fucking matter. It's just a name. The genders you apply to the names are your problem, not the name's problem. Spielberg.
I love you, Spielberg.
Just because I have a fucking neck beard doesn't mean I'm wrong.
That needs to be on a t-shirt.
I would buy that.
That needs to be an audio clip that you know how you have your little things for your for subscriptions and for getting bits or whatever. That needs to be like an audio bit.
Just because I have a neck beard doesn't mean I'm wrong.
Like maybe when someone donates 69 bits, that's what plays.
Oh, that's. That's what I should That's what I should do. That's a really good idea. Customize the sound bites.
It has to be 420 bits.
If you were watching, right now and it's tomorrow, please timestamp when I fucking make that line so that then iDRAC can go back to the file and clip out the audio without having to watch the whole goddamn episode, please.
Well, I'll know that it's in the last, 10 minutes, so...
Oh, spoiler alert, the show's gonna end.
Well, I need to... I'm still working 7 a.m., and this is a fucking one-day weekend for me.
I get it.
So I'm going to work tomorrow. Yeah.
You should have work.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well.
People's fuck.
was I gonna say? Yeah, and I'm off Tuesdays, Wednesdays. I thought I was off Mondays, Tuesdays, but no, I'm off Tuesdays, Wednesdays.
Are we still on for Sunday or no?
I could probably do one on Sunday. See, I thought I was off Monday, so that's why I said, yeah, double feature marathon.
Yeah,
Woo, go! But no, I could probably do one.
Okay.
Like around 8 or whatever.
Unfortunately, oh yeah, you don't work tomorrow, right, Justin?
Nope.
Okay, we can do it around 8. That'd be fine. Cool. Now everybody has, we're like, what are you talking about? We're watching porn together.
Totally.
Yep.
Because we're a bunch of beta cucks.
And we're
to watch other men fucking women.
Or we also watch gay porn of all variety because we are open to our porn experiences. We're
Absolutely.
Not secluded, weird.
We watch porn featuring gay frogs.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We also sometimes watch wildlife fucking videos. Just 2-hour, it's like 30-second clips of animals fucking.
That's right.
Yeah, equal opportunity, man.
Animals are very well endowed.
And we pretend, and we watch this for 2 hours. We're sitting on our left hand, our offhand, right? So when we jerk off, we can pretend it's one of our other person's hand jerking us off in a circle.
That's right. Yeah, it's virtual circle jerk.
That's right. Yeah, it's called the stranger technique. Sit on your hand till it's numb, and when you jerk off, it feels like someone else is doing it.
I have no problem with anything
I'm
anyone's
choosing
saying.
to ignore this conversation at the moment. It's very weird.
Yep.
Corny. Funny.
This is called the struggling to find content to fill the last 10 minutes of the show. Because we've talked about everything else.
Oh, there's the movie The Meg, which I'm super stoked of. Because I literally waited 20 years for that book to become a movie. Because I read that book in high school, thinking right after I read Jaws, so I read Jaws, and that's kind of a slower burn film or book, right? And then I read this book called Meg, which is being retitled The Meg for the movie for marketing reasons. I read this book. And I read it so fucking fast. It was like 3 days. It was like one of the fastest books I ever read.
Just sucked you in, eh?
It was so fucking intense. This shark is so big it can swallow a Volkswagen Beetle whole.
Oh, that's the movie you're talking about.
Jason Statham is going to fight this giant fucking shark. It's going to be so cool.
I loved how you described that on the Discord, where Jason Statham making a statement by punching a shark in the face.
Yep.
A statement. I had a good chuckle over that.
It's called a statement, I'll have you know.
Statement. He makes a statement. Which is a Jason statement that you must listen to because it's either his voice or his fist, and you want his voice, not his fist, because his fist hurts.
Awesome. Duncan says, I have a VCD I picked up when I was 13 or 14 of an anime that was rated for 18 up that has several episodes of an anime full of tentacle porn. There you go.
Hey!
Awesome. Nice.
I used to, me and my friend used to like look at these anime porn discs where they had like just the images, still images. Like, it was like, people would like paint them in like paint. It was like 16-bit art of tentacle porn. It's kind of random. It's a random memory. Thanks for that memory, Duncan. I appreciate that. That was buried in my brain until just now. I'm like, oh yeah, I was like 12.
Wonderful.
We snuck him out of my friend's dad's like bedroom like stash and looked at his tentacle porn collection of like anime CDs.
Yes, images. It's wonderful, isn't it?
Just image collection CDs. That used to be a thing. They're like, here's 650 megabytes of images.
650 megabytes? That's an insane amount of data.
And then it went up to, what, 800 or 760 or something was the next one up? I can't remember.
For CDs, it was 700. It
was 700.
Yeah, it didn't go beyond that. But
you could overburn up to like 30 megs on some of them.
You could, but you were playing with fire.
Yep.
See, that's the real reason for the day that your parents would buy a family computer. Just so you know. It wasn't for you to do your homework.
Wow. My porn collection is 1.2 gigs. That's 2 CDs.
I don't know. I recently started over, which I do sometimes.
Yeah, I wiped out mine. Like, just completely nuked it. I don't even know. I'm probably not even gonna start over because I find like, why am I keeping all this porn? Like I look at my handful of favorites.
You're a digital hoarder. That's
pretty much it.
Digital hoarding.
I keep a folder in case the internet goes out and I need to know reliable.
Well,
I got imagine
that is a point,
motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
I've got anime comics right over there.
See, if I ever have that issue where computer's down, internet's down, I can't watch DVDs or Blu-rays, but I have a box full of old VHS porn that I bought back in the 90s.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I found porn in the wild, I'd probably buy it. Like if I found like VHS of it, just because who doesn't want a VHS of porn? It's hilarious.
Well, I guess it's time to fire up Wad Gobblers, Volume 12. Actual title.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. What?
He's like, wait a minute, I have to look this up.
There was one that was brought up to me, and it was a Harry Potter one. Oh, it was When Harry Met the Potters.
Oh, God. I love when porn movies would actually have amusing parody titles for their porn versions of
my personal favorite is the Bear Bitch Project.
The Bear Bitch Project. Also, there was Backside to the Future.
There was Lord of the G-Strings.
Lord of the G-Strings. Edward Penis Hands.
There's three of those actually. And there's the Bear Wench Project, which you also got to see.
That was another one, the Bear Wench Project.
There's the Beavis and Butthead one and a Mario one. Those are the two famous.
Oh, God.
Everyone knows another really famous.
Smurf one. Smurf.
The
ET
one
the Smurf one.
Yes.
So disturbing.
Yeah, the ET one. If you
Google ET porno, and
Google image search ET porno.
Yes.
And you will never sleep again.
No.
I will find a non-pornographic one.
Yeah, but
the
the Mario is like the Super Fuckio Brothers or something like that. It's it's really just basic.
And the Beavis and Butthead one is Beaver and Butthole or something like
that.
Wow. Beaver and Buttface. That's what it was.
That might be a really good time to mention again that this is like an 18+ chat. Just so we're clear.
Yes.
Yes,
it is.
If at this point you haven't figured that out, minus the
I present
comes up before you start watching that says you have to be at least 18 if you don't already have an account.
Yes, it's my Twitch is set to 18 and up.
There is and there in the shitpost
for all
channel.
The cursing.
In the shitpost channel, I put a safe for work version of the ET porno ET.
Oh, God.
I'm amazed that you actually found a safe for work picture.
It's cropped.
For work.
God.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
It's cropped because what you actually are missing is the image is wider and there's someone's giving a blowjob. It's horrifying.
I see.
Well, it's like the one that my best friend and I saw years ago.
Oh my God. Yeah.
What?
No, just the picture.
Oh. Everyone knows what picture.
I will bring it in here for you guys.
Is it bad that looks like the shape and costume design for fucking Godzilla Jr.?
It's really bad. It's kind of like Minya, Minya.
It actually does kind of. Wow.
Vanilla, however you want to say it.
I'm even more disturbed than I was already. Thank you.
It's weird.
Here we go. So in the actual, of course, Morbid Curiosity, we read about this a while back, but in the actual movie, apparently the ET alien is female. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
There's a blonde woman doing oral sex right now.
What the hell?
Yeah.
And it's got these weird, like, textured tits, except for about an inch around the nipples, where there's a normal human woman's nipples sticking out of that costume, which is why I had to find an image where you couldn't see the chest.
Oh, so it's actually a female actor in the costume. Wow.
Yes.
It's just...
Yes.
Cosplay in all the wrong ways.
Yeah, this is son of a bitch. That's reaction.
Oh, yeah, JL loves ET. Well, sorry. I'll never be able to look at ET the same way again.
So, Cass, what was your story?
Just ruined his favorite thing ever.
Oh my god,
What?
I forgot. I'm so sorry, JL. I didn't realize what I was doing.
We
No.
killed Jail.
I feel bad a little bit.
Taking a little piece of Jail's soul today.
Oh god. Great.
Sorry, you had something you were gonna say, Cass?
Well, I was just gonna say that my best friend and I had a VHS porn we saw years ago, and we've been trying to find it.
Yeah.
And literally, the title of it was just called "Fuck Everybody."
Well,
so
which I can say now. I'm not gonna say it, but since we're an 18+ chat,
yeah.
Yeah, and it was I think like 3 main segments,
Mm-hmm.
and the second one was probably they were all very cheesy because it was
Yeah.
late 80s and that. But there was one where the second segment was a threesome. It was 2 guys and a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And it literally just starts with the girl kind of sitting there like humming and hawing over whether or not she's gonna like do these guys, as the guys are sitting there basically jacking off in unison on the bed.
Did it have cheesy techno music going at the same time?
Oh, once it started.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And at one point she's like,
Cue the saxophone.
Yeah. she's like, well, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this. And then the guys in unison went, "We are." Yeah, so
you're just delaying the inevitable.
And then there was another one where it was like these 3 really dorky guys got blowjobs from these girls, and it started off like it's like at a resort or something like that, and then like the women were like seductively eating hot dogs to like turn them on. And so these guys, they run off and they all go into this room and all like frantically start jerking off because they were so put on or something like that.
Yeah.
And then when the girls walk into the room, one of them lets out this really excited giggle. He was like, "Ha ha!"
What the fuck?
I know, it's the weirdest thing.
I'm sorry, I'm talking about something else. I'm watching a giant bunny that has a monster suit made of stuffed bunny rabbits.
Okay.
It's basically
wrestling, right?
It's wrestling, but someone's in a monster suit, and they're a rabbit, but the rabbit is made up of like desiccated corpses
Smaller
of
rabbits.
These stuffed bunny rabbit corpses. So instead of fur, it's just covered in like empty stuffed bunny rabbits.
And it is itself a giant stuffed
Yes.
bunny rabbit.
So fucking weird.
Wow,
Oh my
it's
God,
so meta.
It's already a weird like wrestling, but I'm like, what? What the fuck? I can't even show you. It's a pay-per-view. I paid money for this.
Oh no.
Well, I paid money for the whole weekend, I should say. I can't just give any of it away for free. But
oh god.
Oh my.
Oh my god. Okay. I think
what the hell?
I can show this because everything's censored, but hold on a second.
Oh god.
Vermin says
holy shit!
It now has the walkie-talkie cut.
The walkie-talkie.
There you go, the walkie-talkie cut.
Oh, Vermin art.
You love those walkie-talkies.
Oh, I gotta get it. This has got to stay forever in the shitpost.
Oh my god.
That is beautiful.
Oh, that's pinned forever in shitpost. Forever.
Oh.
Oh, thanks, Spielberg.
Well then, on that note, since we all said it was the song that would get stuck in our heads, I think we'll end on that song, and we'll see you all next time. So, any last words, gents?
I'm ashamed.
What can you say after that? All right.
How dare you watch Reboot, the Guardian Code, you bastard.
I'm glad I could bring this chat down with E.T. the
Hey,
porno.
but just think, I watched it, so you don't have to.
What a load
Oh
of
god,
shit.
don't get me started on that shit.
Vermin art, I need some more walkie-talkie editions. Give me some more walkie-talkie.
All right. Have yourselves a great week, everybody. We'll see you next time. There'll be no gaming tonight, obviously, because I need to get to bed shortly because work.
You get to sleep, guys. It's all right.
But I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, and I have the place to myself, so I'll probably do some gaming during the day for those one or both of those days. So we'll see then. Until then, thanks for watching, thanks for chatting, and sayonara.
E.T. Blow Home.
Feels so good 素敵なアフタヌーンプラチナみんな yeah 固めて転がす I love you いつでも smile for you 君だけにラム Hey so 頑張らなくちゃお揃いの T シャツ 手編みのマフラーと ハートウォーミング目白押し Say goodbye バイバイみんな固めてしまいましょう奮発しちゃいますこんな日は歌って踊ろう主役は僕だけど It's my way It's my way なななななななな塊魂ななななななな塊魂ラララララララ塊魂ななななななな塊魂塊魂